I've just returned from a really meaningful 7-day trip in Andalusia. 26 members of our synagogue came together to enjoy a deep dive into the complex Jewish history of Spain, and together we explored the convivencia, the oft-lauded golden age of Jewish, Christian, Muslim coexistence, discovering that it may not have been quite as shiny and convivial as it first sounds. What became evident was that at any given time, one faith controlled the other, with the Jews caught right in the middle between the tectonic plates of Moorish and Catholic Spain. Now, that's not to say that it wasn't a remarkable era full of brilliant sages like Maimonides and Ibn Gabirol, as well as a chapter of history which left behind such an impressive legacy of buildings, culture, and scholarship. And yet, in spite of all that sophistication, there were also massacres, expulsions, forced conversions, and a culture of both suppression and oppression. In the end, we concluded that as 21st century Jews, it was not in our gift to forgive the hurts of the past, but it was our duty to carry the historical lessons we had learnt. In other words, that we must not forget. Of course, forgiving and forgetting are not the same thing, something that is very much at the forefront of this week's second Torah portion, Zachor, when we are instructed never to forget the genocidal horror that Amalek inflicted upon our broken ancestors as they left Egypt. Even more importantly, our real duty is not to carry that never-ending trauma, therefore maintaining a perpetual state of victimhood. Instead, we must carry the past as a reminder that not only have we survived worse times than these, but also, as the Hasidic sages of the last few centuries were so careful to point out, that there is something of Amalek deep within each of us, which we must strive to keep in check. This Shabbat Zachor, this Shabbat of remembering, as we feel the ever-shifting tectonic plates around us, our duty as Jews is clear. We must never forget what has happened, and we must never forget the harm and love that each and every one of us is capable of adding to our quaking, fragile, oh so beautiful world. Shabbat Shalom.